I never, I never made the judgment that I cannot pray. I never, no, no, I never banned praying behind someone
You will not
based on
swear in the name
suspicion.
of God because
It's
you know it's a
always,
lie.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've never prohibited praying behind
No, yeah,
someone
I mean, I
based
heard
on
you loud and
suspicion.
clear, but I don't think you're saying the
Okay,
truth. So swear in the name of God.
that's fine.
Swear
That's
in the
fine.
name of God.
I'm giving you our
Now
religious
because
ruling.
you repeat, but that doesn't mean it doesn't make it true, you know? So I'm asking you for a swearing. So that I make sure, right? You who claim to believe in God, if you swear, I know you're saying the truth, or at least you intend to, right? So if you say something that's untrue, at the very least, you're confused, right? Or you don't believe in God. But at this point, right, there's we're gonna be able to
Yeah, so I mean,
distinguish the
you're
truth from the
diverting.
sin.
Yeah, so Alpha, you're diverting the discussion.
Swear in the name of God,
Yeah,
then. Just
yeah,
swear in the name
yeah.
of God.
And listen, I don't need to swear. I'm giving you my position right now. Just pay attention. Pay attention, okay? I'm saying, I'm saying.
Prove an
Listen,
untrustworthy.
listen,
Prove an
listen. So you
untrustworthy.
wait. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, what you think about me doesn't matter. Just answer the question. If someone
No, it
says
does matter.
pork,
It does matter. I'm
if
having
some,
a discussion with
uh,
you. I don't want to have a
I know,
discussion
just
with someone who
hey,
claims to lie. Just
Hesam,
swear
can
in
you
the
help
name
him?
of God.
Hesam,
Just
can
swear
you
in the
help him
name of God.
focus? Hesam, can you help him focus?
Just swear.
Like he's not.
Just swear.
What am I
Just
gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Yeah, just facilitate the discussion so we can have a debate. Just facilitate the
What are
discussion
you gonna
because
do? Debate with
no,
who?
no,
With
I
him?
said facilitate the discussion because he's not.
I'm having a discussion with you, right?
Yeah.
You're like,
So
Alpha,
If you
listen.
want other people to intervene, I just don't think there's a purpose for that.
no, he's trying to decide. He's carefully listening
Yeah,
to
No,
you.
no,
Like
no, no.
yeah.
You
he's trying to
invited him to
decide.
decide. I'm not asking for him to arbiter in this discussion with you. This is you
What
and
is this?
the courage to, of course.
Okay, then let
I'll
me
let you
speak.
build a
Stop
wall to
interrupting. Okay,
protect you from the shells I'm going to, right?
he's not a wall. Just let me speak. But he wanted to help you because he's
Is the
trying to
wall or
decide.
what?
Yeah.
He's trying to decide based on
Uh,
your words.
Why
Go
you
ahead,
running
Hassam.
away? Why you running
Go
away?
ahead, Hassam. Go ahead,
Why you
Hassam.
running away? Naveed?
Look, Alpha.
Discussion. Who's
Like both of you,
coming?
look, both of you, like speak. Look,
I'm
both
not
of you.
asking you. I'm not asking you.
Alpha. Don't keep. You do this if you
But
do.
I'm
Look,
not
don't.
asking you to do.
Look,
I'm
don't keep.
having a discussion
Alpha.
with you.
Are you gonna let me
You want
speak?
to
Alpha. Are you gonna let me speak?
the courtesy? You want to give me the
All right,
courtesy?
Navid, mute him. Navid,
Please give me the
mute him.
courtesy of having a
Navid.
discussion with you. Can you do that?
Hey, Alpha. Last warning. You need to let other people speak, otherwise you're gonna get muted. You're gonna get
Okay.
muted. Oh no, do you have to be
Alpha.
respectful in the
If you
discussion?
don't want
Why
to
do you
mute me,
Listen, bro.
if you don't want
Listen.
the
ju-
discussion with
just
me, and run away
let
with
his son
you,
speak?
it's
Listen.
fine. You can
Let
Listen.
his son
go
speak. Go
ahead.
ahead, his son.
Mute me.
Alpha. What's important?
Be quick.
No, listen. Listen. This is for both of you, right? This for both of you. Listen. As an outsider, look. Listen. As an outsider to the discussion, I just want to say that both of you speak quieter and like do direct conversation. Don't keep like talking over the other person. One person asks the question, the other person directly answers it, and the other person gets to ask a question, and the other person directly answers it. Okay? You can add in comments
I
too.
agree. I accept your
Yeah.
format.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
Yeah.
Hassam, I accept your format.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was my whole thing. I said, if I witness someone confess disbelief in the messenger, it's prohibited to pray behind them. That's my position. Okay.
Okay.
So that
Another
means
thing.
if someone says, if someone says pork is lawful, or marijuana is lawful, or cocaine is lawful, or homosexuality is lawful, or insurance is lawful, or any of these things, and they're confessing disbelief, I'm prohibited from praying behind this person because this person cannot even come to the masjid. So,
Okay.
is there
So,
anything wrong with this, Alpha? Is there anything I said incorrect?
what you said is not incorrect. It's just un-Quranic because the law
What's
of God.
unquranic about it?
I'm gonna explain to you. Can you allow me to? Thank you. I appreciate this. Okay, so it's un-Quranic because either the person is not allowed in the masjid or it's perfectly fine to pray behind them. Right? The Quran has put limits on one or the other. So either you decide that this person has to leave the masjid or you decide that this person can lead your prayer. It cannot be anything in between. Otherwise, you're the one who's compromising
Okay, good, good, good. So in the example of Peter's masjid, there's a guy there that believes insurance is lawful for 30 years. So, but most people there just let him come in, and Peter goes along with that and compromises and prays behind him. So then you would agree in this scenario, Peter's the compromiser, correct?
I don't agree with making those kind of decisions about
But
people, especially when you don't.
you just
Can you allow me?
you just
Can you allow me?
go ahead.
No, bro,
Can you
that's
allow me?
not the situation at Peter's Mess.
Yeah. Artesh, don't worry, bro. I'm not listening to these whispers. Right? Let me just retort to him, okay? Okay, so I don't agree with this method of takfiring people based on nothing, based on your opinion, and based on you.
No.
Can you allow me again? Can you allow me again? You said you accept Husam's what he said, right? Thank you. God damn. So, if you really want to establish that Peter is a compromiser, right, you would have to come and discuss it with Peter. Right?
No, I don't need Peter. I don't
Why
need
do you not
Peter because
allow me to finish, bro? Hey, that's the last time. Hey, you do this one more time, I'm going to leave. Okay? And you don't need me here anyway. So, either, right, you discuss it with Peter, and then you can tell him why you think he's a compromiser, and he can tell you why he doesn't think so. And maybe you're wrong, and maybe you just need to listen, which you have a tendency not to do. Or you're going against the Quran, right? And obviously, you've chosen the path of going against the Quran and justify yourself.
wait. Why are the two options me being wrong? What the hell is why can't there be an option that I'm right? What do you mean?
Again, your ego has deceived you again. I didn't say in the
What?
both options wrong. I said in one, you have to accept that you could be wrong, and the other, you were definitely wrong.
Okay, so let's make this easy for you. If I call the guy that Peter hold on, if I call the guy that Peter prays behind, and I have a recording that he says insurance is not prohibited, and he's been saying this for 30 years. So at what point do you believe someone when they tell you something, you have to believe them? For 30 years, this guy's been saying, look, Rashad made a mistake, or insurance is just not prohibited. And Peter knows this. And by the way, this guy, okay, at the conference, Peter called him a hypocrite to his face. So Peter already believes
Strawberry to his face, dude.
wait.
There's no proof of anything here from. There's just he said
Yeah,
this.
no. I have
Screenshots.
screenshots of this guy's positions on the server. What are you talking about?
Do you have
Ebby
this
Strawberry,
from
Ebby
the
Strawberry.
hypocrites? Where did
What?
Peter call him a hypocrite? I want to hear
At the
the
ask Elham, he was there. Ask Justin, he was there.
I want
Ask
to
Roche,
hear
he
the
was there.
No.
Okay,
We don't. Alpha.
If I ask Alham, he'll say
we
you're
don't
Hold
need
wrong.
on,
to
hold
we
on.
don't need we don't need to rely on this. The point is that this
you mute
this
Artish? Unmute Artish or mute me?
you said it was me and you only. Why are you changing
Listen.
it now?
Listen.
You said me. Listen. If I prove
Just
to
like you
you,
called in Husam,
listen.
You decide.
Li-
You mute him, you unmute him, or you mute me. You decide.
Yeah, listen to me.
You decide right now.
If this
You decide
bro,
right
what is this? What is this? Hey, Saeed, what is this?
Decide right-
Hey, Sam, what is this? What is
Yeah,
this?
5
Is
seconds.
this
5,
fi-
4, 3,
Bro, what are you doing? If you
Two,
want to just go,
1.
like a
Say,
star.
shut you up.
Just leave.
Honestly, I'm not talking to you.
just leave. All right, so I want to explain it to you. So we have definitive proof that this guy believes Rashad made a mistake and insurance is lawful. We have his statements on the server. We have his statements off the server. That's a fact. This guy's been saying this for 30 years. He's one of the main imams at Peter's masjid, and Peter himself called him a hypocrite to his face at the last year's meeting in Tucson.
Can you find it so I can just showcase it here?
Yeah. I sent it to Shark No, sir. Well, it's in submitters chat, so not everyone's gonna be able to access it, right?
Yeah, just forward it in the chat or something.
You take screenshots. So the
So what's
guy's
his
name
name?
is Gallopers, okay? Here, I'm giving you the screenshots of this guy. Look, this guy, his positions are well known, okay?
How do you spell
His
that?
positions are well known. Here, I'll just show you him. You need to document all the instances where this guy is openly saying, right, about insurance, his opinion on insurance, right? There you go. This guy. Wait. Hold on. I get it, just save this guy. I mean, we already have the statement from his master, right? We can just put that in the chat. Hold on, let me get this guy's thing too. One sec. But this is where he's cornered. They have nothing. They literally have nothing. Here, I got him. Here you go. Saeed, check
Yeah.
your DMs. This is the guy. Scrub it. Get everything from this guy. Okay? Get everything from this guy. Because he's made many statements. All right. He's made many statements saying that insurance is lawful and Rashad's wrong. Okay.
Nabi, I was gonna confirm in the conversation before you muted me. I was gonna confirm that Peter did call Hamid a hypocrite.
He did. He did
Yeah, I
call.
was gonna confirm that.
Oh, okay. Why? You were there or what? I just know.
No, I just know. I just know. Because they told me, but I do know that they like reconciled after the fact.
Yeah, okay, but it doesn't matter. While he called him a hypocrite, he was still praying behind him. Right? That the whole point is that Peter believes it's okay to pray behind hypocrites. That's the whole point. Okay. And we're saying you can't because the hypocrite's a disbeliever and you can't pray behind a disbeliever. That's the whole point. So
Why didn't
Peter's
you
willing
ask
to go to
him?
hell over this.
Why didn't you ask him if he can pray behind Satanists?
I should have. But you saw he ran away. But like Hissam, Hissam left. All right, Malik. Did you see how they have no argument? They have literally nothing.
Well,
Nothing.
his argument, the argument is that you're making an accusation out of hearsay, but then you obviously now you're saying you have the proof it's not hearsay,
It's
and
not
they did say
hearsay.
that.
No,
Yeah.
I can here. I can put their statements for you in the chat. Here you go. There you go. Let's see. There you go. This is these people's statements. I put in VC1 chat. There you go. Read this. Read this. This is their official statement of that masjid.
In regards to insurance, which you claim the messenger of the covenant has prohibited, how can you substantiate such a statement with the verses of the Quran and Appendix 18, which is written by the messenger himself? Did God run out of words to guide us in this matter, or is it because there was no insurance during the time of the Prophet Muhammad that God did not mention this in the Quran? I don't think so. Through verses of the Quran, we learned of the splitting of the moon, the invention of the computer, signs of the end of the world, and even the year the world will end. Rashad Khalifa used the verses of the Quran to proclaim the above information. How did he forget to mention the insurance issue? Furthermore, if prohibiting insurance was among his principal duties, why did he not write an appendix for this matter so all those who refer to his authorized translation can obtain this information? Or did he want only those who have access to his tapes to get this credit and all others to commit sin in this matter? Do you want to complete the duties of God's messenger of the covenant? Is it possible that after the tape in which he mentions this issue, the messenger of the covenant corrected his statement? Do we have a video/audio tape of his entire life to be able to prove such a thing? Is he alive so we can ask him about this issue? Finally, how did the messenger of the covenant allow himself to prohibit what God did not prohibit in the Quran? This is a gross accusation you are making against the messenger of the covenant, the same person who writes in Appendix 16. So what is he? So this guy, he's saying that it's
So he's
not in
not
the
accepting.
appendix.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Is he
need to
saying
be in
it's
the
not in the
appendix.
appendix?
Yeah, but but it's not in the appendix, but it doesn't need to be. Rashad gave multiple interviews and discussions on this. We have 50 occasions where Rashad says insurance is problematic or it's from Satan or prohibited. That's it. So now they're just
It's prohibited.
yeah, yeah. So there's no dispute. So they wrote 5 pages defending why it's not prohibited. But Rashad says prohibited. So they're confessed disbelievers. So according to Alpha, by the way, Alpha says these kinds of people cannot enter the masjid. But not only are they entering Peter's masjid, but Peter prays behind them.
Bro,
So
that doesn't
Peter,
make us believers, dog.
yeah, it does. It does absolutely.
No, because
465.
they're arguing. So they think that if Rashad Khalifa intended to prohibit it, it would be prohibited, no questions
That's
asked.
fine.
They don't believe Rashad Khalifa intended to prohibit it. It's not a matter of Rashad
But when
Khalifa
we
being wrong. It's that he never said anything to be wrong about.
but when Rashad is interviewed on it, and the guy asks him, the interviewer asks him, knowing he's a messenger, what's your position on insurance? Rashad says it's prohibited. So you either accept the authority of the messenger or you reject it. That's it. Right? And I put it in the chat. I see your conversation rejected right there. 465. Never indeed by your Lord. They are not believers unless they come to you to judge in their disputes. Then find no hesitation in their heart whatsoever in accepting your judgment. They must submit a total submission. So here, the messenger says, yes, insurance is prohibited, and here's a bunch of reasons why. That's it. Once the messenger issues his judgment, it's over. If anyone disputes the messenger's judgment, then they're confessed disbeliever. And if, according to Alpha, if they're confessed disbeliever, then they cannot enter the masjid. If they cannot enter the masjid, they cannot lead prayers. So how many sins has Peter broken? Now, he cannot win on this argument. That's why he refuses to debate me on it. And he says they're just launching personal attacks, and that's it. Do you see now, Malik? Is it clear to you now? Is it clear what happened now? Do you get it?
Yeah.
It's done. It's cooked. Now leave the hypocrite server, bro. They're all rallying behind this. There's no way.
Yo, what happened with Alpha?
He just ran away. He got cornered. Malik, tell him what happened. Go ahead.
He just left.
Because he got
He
cornered,
said something.
bro.
I wasn't even listening. He said she was saying something. He said it was that Naveed's judgment was based off hearsay, but based
It's
on
not.
the picture you sent,
It's
it's not.
It's not hearsay. It's a
not
published document.
because it's not in the appendix or
No,
whatever. Because it's
what do
from
you mean?
him in the interview.
Yeah, it's an interview and multiple audios and Quran studies. It's not hearsay. It's actual
Yeah.
statements from the messenger.
Yeah.
So then he's
No,
cooked.
I was
It's over.
saying no. I meant his hearsay that you was accusing the imam of that.
Yeah, but we have
But
the
it was
imam's
not.
statements.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's cooked. It's over. So then that means anyone who cooperates with Peter is a compromiser. And if you're a compromiser, you're fuel for hell. So you have to strive against him. You have to fight him. You cannot be supporting him. That's what I'm telling you. Leave his server. Because if you stay there on the day of judgment, God's going to ask you, why were you with the hypocrites? Why were you with the compromisers? So what's your excuse? Well, I was going to learn from them. God says, don't obey them. Disregard them. Ignore them. Run away from them. Why are you spending all your time with them? Or why are you spending some of your time with them? Why are you legitimizing them? Why are you letting them portray themselves as believers? They're disbelievers. That's the end of it. God says the compromisers are the fuel for hell. They have no argument. That's why they have to make 20-minute videos just attacking me as a person. Because they have no argument. There's nothing to say. There's nothing to say on this. It's so obvious. It's so clear. They're cooked. That's why people like Alpha, they last 5 minutes here and they leave. He's not even banned. Triple A's not banned. Peter's not banned. Elham's not banned. Sajid's not banned. These guys can all come in right now. They won't. Because the argument against him is too strong. So the only thing they can do is just keep attacking my character. Oh, Navid is questionable. Oh, Navid is a liar. Oh, Navid is deceitful. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did that. He's such a bad guy. It doesn't matter. Even if I'm the worst person on earth. If I'm whatever religion, or if I'm against, let's say I'm against atheism. I'm saying atheism is wrong. Proving that I'm a bad man doesn't make atheism right. So these guys' religion is compromise. Me saying compromise is wrong and me being bad doesn't prove that compromising is the correct thing to do. So their whole thing is messed up. And they've confused and deluded so many dozens of people. Do you get it now, Hassam? Like, it's really easy, bro. Like, it's not that complicated, but they're making it complicated. Do you get it now?
Yeah, they really do.
They're cooked. That's why it's not sustainable. Even if they make me look at like the worst person on earth, that doesn't
Why
justify
didn't he
the
have any
hypocrisy.
arguments? Yeah, why didn't he have any arguments?
They have no arguments. You heard
That
Alpha.
makes
He
you
literally
speechless.
he had no arguments. He had no arguments.
Yeah.
Zero, zero, zero.
Haram.
He had no arguments. And Sam, what's your bottom line? What's your conclusion from listening to this? What's your bottom line, bro? Just tell me.
I know Alpha for sure didn't have an argument. He just came in here yapping. Yeah.
I probably AAA can't do much better. AAA is just gonna say 489, 489, 489. 489 never says make the
What?
disbelievers your leaders. He has no argument. They're all cooked, bro. Just accept it and move on. They're all cooked. Do you understand now? This is well done. This is far beyond what's necessary to substantiate this. It's well done. It's done. It's just fully cooked. It's done, bro. Like you just need to accept their hypocrites and move on. If you want to start fighting them, go fight them. God commands you to go fight the hypocrites. Okay, go fight them. See how long you last if you actually fight them. They'll ban you like they ban Abdullah after 5 seconds. Go actually fight them. Go for it. Right? That's it, bro. If they're legit hypocrites, bro. Like this is not a small thing. God tells us these are the worst people on planet Earth. They're going to the bottom pit of hell, bro.
Where did this even come from? Where did this start?
20 years ago, Peter decided to compromise, and I went along with it. I accepted it. I turned a blind eye. I was a compromiser. God forgive me. I repent. I apologize to you, to God. I apologize to everyone that I affected. I'm sorry. I legitimized Peter. I compromised. I turned a blind eye. I didn't take it seriously. I'm sorry. I made Peter who he is. I brought all these people to trust him. I made the mistake. I was the compromiser. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Peter had nobody. Nobody wouldn't even listen to this guy. I forced everyone to come to VC1 and give this guy credibility, and now he's deceived dozens or hundreds of people. That's where it started.
Well,
That's it.
that's not you, I guess.
That's it, bro. Malik, just abandon the hypocrites. Help us strive for God. Help us fight the hypocrites. Help us strive against the hypocrites. You've seen enough. What else do you need to see? You've seen enough.
Yeah, I hear you.
You've seen enough. You have to take a firm stand. There's a verse in the Quran that says they are not wavering. Waivers are wrong. They neither belong to this group nor to that group. You have to take a firm stand against the hypocrites and enemies of God. We cannot waver. I already showed you more than enough evidence. If you want, I'll show you AAA. If you want,
Yeah,
I'll
but
show you
I don't take Peter as my religious leader anyway. So how am I standing with a hypocrite?
because you're in his server. You're in an illegitimate land, right?
So
You're
if I live with my mother.
Yeah.
My mother is not a religious person. I'm in her house.
Well, your
So does
mother,
that make me a hypocrite?
you have to, no, because then the Quran says you have to respect your parents.
But what about siblings? I live with Sunnis, bro. It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, but you're forced by circumstances, right? That's just your situation. Like
Yeah.
that's just your house, your living situation, your life, your age, your demographic, whatever reason. You can justify all that. You can't justify being in bed with Satan on Discord. You don't need to be with Satan on Discord. It's not a requirement. You're not forced by circumstance to be with the top enemies of God on the planet. There's no requirement for you to do this. There's no justification to do this. You can't. You can't. God says to fight them, to strive against them, to struggle against them, to oppose them, to hit them with the mental battle. Right? You have to strike at them. But if you strike out at them, they'll ban you. Simple as that. Just like they banned Abdullah. I mean, 5 seconds of talking last night. You were there. If you come out against these guys, they will go after you. They will ban you. They will ruin you. If you are as aggressive as I am, right, they'll make videos about you. That's Satan's plan. Right now, what am I saying? I'm saying no compromise. So I became #1 target of Satan. So then they have to discredit me.
Why is McLinkin, what's his name? McLinkin in there when in that video he was pointed out as well for his messages.
McClinkin believes you could pray behind atheists. Like, the guy's broken. The guy's literally broken. His brain is fried. He has mashed potatoes for a brain. He believes you could pray behind atheists. Like, he's literally screwed. Like, what do you, like, it's just, like, Rashad says atheists are open enemies of God. How could I pray behind an enemy of God? Rashad says atheists are self-declared enemies of God. How can I pray behind an atheist? They're excited about it. They say, oh, it's fine. It's no problem. Bro, it's really simple. If you have this system where everyone can pray behind any disbeliever, then you're never going to have a community of believers, because the disbelievers are always going to take over the believers, because there's always going to be more disbelievers than believers. So proportionately, the disbelievers are always just going to come into submitter mansions and take over. It doesn't make sense. This policy won't even work. It doesn't make sense. You have to have the prayer led by the believer. That's it. Done. A Hindu guru is not going to go lead a Christian church. The Pope does not lead the Satanists.
Pope is a Satanist.
Yeah, Pope is a Satanist, but he's not going to be led in a Sikh temple to lead their prayers. Like, it's common sense. It's just common sense. The leader of submitters has to be a submitter. Like, why is that so difficult to grasp? They're really struggling with this. The leader of submitters has to be a submitter. Just like the leader of Jews and the synagogue has to be a rabbi. That's just what it is. The imam has to be a believer. Brother, anyone saying other than this is a hypocrite, compromiser, and disbeliever, you need to abandon them. You're going to read the 14 points, but then the alpha jumped in, right? Here's the 14 points.
Navid. With all due respect, man, you have to understand that at this point, the framing of the issue. I mean, in my humble opinion, I'm not part of the Semitic movement, right? But just as a third party observer, my humble opinion, the reason why it's not crystal clear to these people what's going on is because it's framed as a hypocrisy.
No.
Wait.
Actually,
Let me finish my sentence.
today
It's
I framed
framed.
it as disbeliever. I took your advice today. I took your
Okay.
advice. I took your
Okay.
advice. You can't criticize me for
Thank you.
taking your advice. I took your
Okay.
advice. I framed it as a disbeliever. I say it's an apostate.
Okay.
I say it's the enemy of
Okay.
God.
Okay. That's good. Okay. Then that's fine. That's fine.
I said he's a confessed disbeliever at that point. Exactly
Yes.
what you told me to say. Okay, I said
Yes.
it. I said it
I
in the
found, I
debate. It's
found a
recorded.
message here from Galapus. This is what he said. Right?
Okay, then that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Let's side read.
I didn't know that development. I didn't know that development. Okay.
Hold
Okay.
on,
That's all I was gonna say. Okay, then that's fine.
I'll
That's
just
fine.
read
Yeah.
his response to you, then I'll read him quickly. I think I can find this back. Yeah, should do. So you said, I mean, there's a lot of back and forth. With all due respect, yesterday you denied all insurance being prohibited. You denied the messenger saying dedication means slaughter, and you denied the messenger saying he resolves disputes. Dear brother Hamid, why do you keep denying the teachings of God's messenger? We shouldn't do this. I love all submitters and hate to see anyone make the wrong move, let alone preaching falsehood. Please reflect deeply. Let us use kindness, respect, patience, and work together to arrive at the right understanding. Only then we can grow as a collective unit. No need for coercion, force, compulsion, groupthink, or any of the horrendous behaviors of the cults. And then you suggested time for this discussion. You said an event. And then this is Calipus' response. Peace be upon you, dear brother. Again, you are acting as the arbitrator of truth and the appointed man to filter Rashad's information. Like San Jose leadership, you act like you have achieved the one correct understanding and need to filter it down the chain in this platform. As long as you feel you have the absolute correct understanding, we will not reach an agreement. I wrestled against San Jose leadership for the same reason for many years until we had to separate from them. I understand this is your platform and you can rule as you like. Regarding insurance and dietary prohibition, I've reviewed all the materials and have come to a different understanding as you. I have no desire to enforce my understanding on these issues on anyone. Enforcing our understanding on others versus sharing our understanding is a sign of weakness and a lack of trust in God. I'm always open for people to share their Quranic understanding. Even among global submitter community, these differences exist. I recommend as admin and mod, try not to dominate topics because of your admin position. Inshallah, you need to remind yourself about communicating with kindness, respect, and patience. Just last week, there was a meeting about your behavior. Inshallah, you will take heed. My prayers are with you. So he said it there. I have reviewed all the materials and have come to a different understanding as you. So he's literally saying, and just below that was Mike saying basically you should just follow the Quran and disobey the messenger, which is basically another form of.
Yeah, my position is that insurance is prohibited.
There you
His
go.
position is different than mine. So that's it, done. So this is the guy that Peter praised behind. Bro, it's done. I'm telling you, Malik, just take a firm stand against the hypocrites. Don't waste your time. Listen, I wasted 20 years with these guys. Don't waste even 1 minute. It's not worth your time. Just move on. Block the hypocrites and move on. We have a lot of work to do over here, man. Just abandon the hypocrites. I'm telling you, that's the best thing you can do is just abandon the hypocrites. You know? It's been clear. It's been clear. It's made clear to you that these guys are hypocrites. I showed you substantial evidence. We just read more evidence. They're hypocrites, disbelievers, enemies of God, confessed disbelievers, idol worshippers, compromisers, whatever you want to call them. It doesn't matter. We can't pray behind any of these guys. Simple as that.